Hello everyone, this is Tina. In this video, I'm gonna talk about remove, which is not a very difficult topic or API, but remove can only remove managed object. So if you are remove detached or transient object, it's not gonna work. Okay, let me show you the demo. Okay, so we continue using the same demo. Okay, and this one I'm gonna create another main, so everything gonna be kind of like from scratch. Okay, so remove test main. Okay, and here we will have public static void main main the string args. Okay, and I will copy something from other place. I don't want to write again. Okay. Oh, this one is because only test remove. We can just put it here and remove this statement. And first, let's try to remove a transient object. Okay, then I will show you remove a detached object. So the first one, remove remove transient object, which is object is created new and doesn't exist in the database. And here we have to get something which is entity manager. I'm gonna do yes like this way, and we also can close the entity manager factory. Okay, good. Let's start. Okay, the project is set up, and this one I want to show you. I want using this entity, which is a book, and this ISBN is a primary key, and we have to assign and this title. Okay, so here we create a book B1 equals new book, and insert, make sure you insert the correct one. Okay, so import correct one. 111 222 333. This is ISBN, and the title is hibernate. Okay, and then we do what? em.remove and see what's gonna happen. Obviously, it's only gonna be successful. Okay. This one is not an exception, because when I click this run, it actually run the merge test main. Okay, I have to run from here. That's a problem when we have several different the main, which is entry point. Okay, so here when we're using remove, it actually made a select statement if in the table has this object and didn't remove success, didn't actually issue and remove, because it say this object doesn't exist. And let's see if we remove an object which is not assigned primary key. Okay, which is auto generated primary key. So this one we were using person. Person has the primary key, but it's auto-generated. Okay, I'm gonna create a new person and let's remove. I won't expect when we're using auto-generate primary key, it won't make this select. That's my predicate. Okay, person P1 equals new person. Okay, and we'll give Miss your favorite name. Is it? I think it's not. Okay, but this is my favorite name. So I'm gonna remove comment this one to make sure everything every statement cause is caused by this one. Okay, so let's run. Okay. Oh, I kind of like a smart. Okay. Previously, when we remove this book, which is assigned primary key, it make a select statement, right? But when we remove a transient object, which primary key is auto increment, you didn't see here. In the output, there's no select statement. This is because when Hibernate see this object, the primary key, the ID is none, it will immediately think it's a transient, which is doesn't exist in the database. Since it doesn't exist in the database, so I do nothing for remove. Okay, that's a difference between them. And this is the two difference. And next one, remove. Make a second one, remove detached object. First, we have to make sure an object is detached. This is gonna be a little bit difficult in this structure we are doing now. How about we change the entire structure? Okay, private void remove transient object. Otherwise, it's gonna be difficult for us to test. Okay, so I'm gonna copy the entire thing here, and I'm gonna make this one outside here and make it to be static. And here I will remove, and then I will create a remove main here, right? A main equals new remove main, and then I using main dot remove. Okay, I just make another object for that. Okay, and I will create a new method just to remove detached object. So the first one gonna be remove transient is assigned primary key, and the second one gonna be the remove transient object, but it is auto generated primary key. Okay, and next one, remove a detached object. Private void remove detached object. Okay, so I'm gonna copy these two and copy these two. Okay, so now it is. Okay, let's start. First, we still create a, doesn't matter it's a person or book. Okay, this case person, and I'm gonna do, yes, I'm gonna using this way, em dot persist p1. When we persist this one, this p1 is where this p1 is currently in persistent context, right? And now I will using em dot detach p1. And after I do this step, the p1 is moved outside the persistent context, which is not managed anymore. And now I want to do em dot remove p1. And let's see what's gonna happen. If you want to make everything clear, you can do a commit like this way. You can do a commit, and then you can do a close, and you can do create an entity again like this way. And for this way, you don't need to have a detach, because every EM will have its own first level cache, and this one is already closed. When it closes, every object in the persistent context will be detached. So you can choose using either way you like. Okay, So if we do like this way, the P1 here now is a detached object because we close it. Or you can detach manually, okay? So let's don't using remove transient. We were using main.remove detached object and see. Here you will see exception, illegal argument, removing a detached instance, which means you cannot remove a detached object. And it's gonna throw exception for you because this object currently M1 is detached. When you close, okay, or commit, okay, it's gonna be detached. Last one is actually to do a write remove, okay? Write remove, private void remove managed object. If you want to actually remove an object, this object has to be managed. And still, I will first insert an object. Okay. This part is insert, right? I will insert an object first, and then I will do a remove. And now the P1 is detached, okay? P1 is detached. And how to do the remove? We have another way. You know what? We can have another way, which is private void persist. And then I can copy this one here, and then I can copy persist here. First persist an object, then here is to do remove. And since here I do the same thing, here I can call the persist again, right? I can call the persist, and but I have to have entity manager factory here. Same thing, just this one cannot do. Okay, I don't want to change this one. Okay, and just leave it like this. Anyway, you got the idea. Here I just have a persist, which is save an object into the database first, and between these two, between this transaction, I will remove managed object. So first you have to get this object. To get an object in the database, you have two ways. First is find, second is get reference. And we talked about find the difference between find and get reference before. When we're using find, it's gonna have two hits to the database, and when we're using get reference, it only has one hit. So let me show you. Okay, it's better to using get reference in this case. What's the thing? We already save, and this one gonna be the person gonna be the one L, which is the primary key, right? So person P equals new, sorry, not a new, em dot find person dot class and 1L. Okay, and then we're using em dot remove P. Okay, so let me here change man dot remove managed object. Okay, and you will see three statements. One, this one it will cause an insert, this one will cause a select, and this one will cause a delete. Every time it's gonna create a new table, so the primary key will gonna be 1. Okay, so very good. Do as I expected, right? When I call persist, which is by this statement, it's gonna create an insert. See here? And when we're using find, it will immediately hit the database and make a select statement. And then when I remove, which is here, it will cause a remove, delete. Okay, it's not a good way, because when I remove, it actually make a two statement. And the better way is to using get reference. Let me show you get reference. I'm gonna make a comment here. Okay, I'm gonna make a comment on this one too. this one. And here, if I using person p equals em dot get reference and the person dot class and 1L, and I just change find to get reference, and in this case it only has 2 hit. The first one is the insert, the second one will be for both of them, which is a delete. Because get reference at the first time, it will give you a proxy. It won't make a hit to the database. And the only hit is happened on remove. Okay, let me run. Very good. Eh? And why this get reference here also make a query? This is very strange to me. Get reference shouldn't make a query here. Did I clear everything? So if it's like this, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get a reference, see if it will gonna make a request, okay, to the database. As I understand, it won't, okay, the knowledge. Let's see here. When I using get reference immediately, it won't make a select. But if I using find, it will make a query. Find will make a query, but get reference shouldn't make a query to a database. See here, when I using find, here we'll have a select here. When we using get reference, it doesn't have a select. One more time, okay, it doesn't have a select. But when we together using get reference, we remove. I'm not sure if it's the latest change of the API. Previously, it's not like this, okay? Get reference, and when I do like this way, it shouldn't have the select, but unfortunately, get reference here now has a select statement. So there's no difference with find when we together use. Okay, when we together using with the remove. This is not what I expected. We can do another test, which is not using this one. I will using assigned object. I don't think there's a difference, but I would like to try, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I will make a book, B equals new book. And the ISBN number, I'm gonna using 111222. And the title, I'm gonna using hibernate. And then I'm gonna using em.persist book, okay? em.persist book, and then here I'm gonna do is I'm gonna using em.getReference, but this time is the book.class, and the primary key is the 111222. Okay, and then I'll give a book B, okay, equals, and I using em.remove book. See how many statements it actually make. It should have 2 insert, we are clear, and it should have 1 delete. But get reference is really weird. Previously, it doesn't make a new selector. So there's no big difference with get reference and find anymore. Okay, anyway, for the latest version of the get reference API, even though we're using get reference together with remove, it still make 2 database hit. The first one is select, the second one is delete. There's no difference between find and getReference when we're trying to remove an instance from the database. Okay, this is a totally new news for me. Anyway, I'm gonna do some research after this video, and if there are any update, I will make a comment under the video, because the video is pretty long. I don't want to redo everything from scratch. Okay, so that's it for this video, and sorry about the getReference and the remove. I also didn't expect that. Thank you for watching, and if you have any comment or thoughts, and leave a comment. That's it. Happy Thanksgiving, and see you next time. Bye bye.